All right, we're continuing on the 26 steps to become an Orthodox Jew. Steps number 7, which is family purity and Niddah. Basically, the way it works is that every month a woman has her periods, and husband and wife has to separate from being able to have sex together. So during 11 to 12 days, really 12 days. During 12 days, a man and woman, right after she has her period, so the moment she sees blood, for 12 days, a man and woman cannot have sex with each other, cannot sleep on the same bed, and cannot touch each other. There's a few more rules, like eating from the same plate and from the same cup and drinking from the same cup, there are a few other different things that you can check online. You have all the rules. But so what's happening is that she has to count 5 days, and then she counts 7 days. Once the 5 days were, it has to be 5 days minimum. Usually a woman doesn't bleed more than 5 days, but after, even though she has less than 5 days of blood, she still counts 5 days, and then from the 5 days she counts 7 days. Every day she has to make sure there's no blood, and if the 7 days are completely clean, there's no blood, then she goes to the ritual bath called the mikvah, and after that, at night, after the mikvah, she can husband and wife can join and have intimacy together again. And that's repeated every month, it sounds very strange. The truth is that this is the secret of family purity and blessing in the couple, and love and passion in a couple. One of the main reasons why a husband and wife cannot be together, first of all, it comes all the way back from Adam and Eve. The reason she has her menstruation is because Eve ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, and she experienced death at that moment. She brought death into the world. Now she has a responsibility every month to feel and experience the power and potential of giving life. So every month, each time she doesn't give life, she's reminded of the death potential, or that she brought the sin that she gave one, and of the death potential that she has. So she's reminded of her tremendous power. We should be scared not. We should be careful not to look at this as something very negative, and she's impure and blood and all that. That's not the Jewish way to look at it. The reason she goes in a state of so-called impurity, which is not the right translation, it's just that she has a blockage. The spiritual blockage is a reminder of her tremendous power and potential. So she's reminded of that every month, so that she can work on herself to reach a level of tremendous life-giving action once she's back into the stage of purity, unblocked clarity. So you have to understand, every restriction in Judaism is all here to improve our everyday power and be aware of it. And the man, even though, the man also ate from the tree and also was punished. He did not have menstruation because it doesn't give life, but he suffers the separation also from his wife. And what we have to realize is that it's those 12 days is known that Jewish marriage are much stronger than non-Jewish marriage. And believe it or not, there's something called abstinence therapy by non-Jews also in the secular world, where for 15 days the therapists say you should not have sex with each other, because constant pleasure is no pleasure at all. And the idea is that in order to refine our power of touch, our power of love, our power of passion, our power of unity, we have to disconnect a little bit from it to think how did we speak to each other? How do we touch each other? How did we love each other? And we try to reconnect to the other, or seduce in a way the other again, so that when we can get excited again and jump on each other again with love and passion. But that's the secret, a little bit, of the laws of family purity and Niddah. And every couple who does it will have tremendous spiritual blessing. It's they're obviously at different levels, but the basic that I said, the most important, is going to the mikvah after the 12 days or period, and not sleeping together. Those are two most important. But ideally, not sleeping in the same bed. Have two beds, and you can separate when you're not together, and then not touching each other either. There's a whole thing of the power of touch, and we understand how much touching can affect our love for each other. So be aware of that, and that will give you a tremendous spiritual and physical blessing. And you'll have amazing soul as kids. Your kids will have amazing souls, because they can bring tremendous souls down when you live on that level of holiness.